And one more thing, I will send the recording of every session, right? So you can download the session, right? And you can keep it in your pen drive or hard disk, any external storage devices, and you can listen to the recording any number of times for the future reference purpose. So put heading navigation. To log on into SAP, only for today you have to write. To log on into SAP, double click on SAP logon icon. Double click on SAP logon icon. On the desktop. Double click on SAP logon icon on the desktop. See here, before starting the work, every employee has to log on to SAP servers. And for us also, for the consultants also, to develop the configuration settings, they have to log into SAP servers. For that purpose, this is called SAP logon icon. This SAP logon icon will be there on the desktop of every employee. Here, when the SAP software is purchased, the SAP company also delivers one executable program which is called SAP GUI.exe. This is the executable program delivered by SAP company, and the basis consultants will install this SAP program on the desktop of every employee. Then as a result, this SAP logon icon will be there. And for you also, to do the practice of every class, you have to have this SAP logon icon on the desktop. So for that purpose, today after the class, I will send you one link. Using that link, you can download the SAP program, and I will also send you the instructions on how to set up that program. Then you get this SAP logon icon on your desktop also. So to do the practice, you have to log into SAP servers. For that, double click on SAP logon icon. This is called logon pad. So in the logon pad, we have different servers, and different users or different employees are connected to different servers. So here, select the relevant server. For our class, this is the server name, ECC EHP6. This is the latest version of SAP. So on this only, I am going to provide you the training, right? Continue. Select the relevant server. Select the relevant server. And click on logon button, and click on logon button. In the logon pad. In the logon pad. Look at the screen, everybody. This is called logon pad. The small window, this is called logon pad. So our server is ECC EHP6. So select the server, then click on logon button. Then you'll be taken to this window, right? Continue. See, in this particular screen, we are seeing some fields like client, user, password, language, and also you are seeing some lines here. So as a functional consultant, we are expected to know something regarding all these fields and also all these lines. Even though we don't get any questions in the interviews on this screen, but it's a professional to learn something regarding all these fields, right? Now, continue. In the presented screen, the first line from the top is called menu bar. The first line from the top is called menu bar. It contains different menus. It contains different menus from screen to screen. But in every screen, the system menu and the help menu are common. The system menu and the help menu are common. Every menu contains further submenus. Every menu contains further submenus. Look at the screen, please, everybody. The first line from the top, this one, this is called menu bar, and these are called menus. So these menus will be changing from screen to screen, but wherever you go, the system menu and help menu will be there. So these two menus are called common menus, and every menu contains further submenus. For example, if you click on the user menu, you can see the submenus under the user menu. Here, these are the submenus under the system menu, and these are the submenus under the help menu. Okay, that is the thing regarding the first line. Then continue. The second line from the top is called standard toolbar. The second line from the top is called standard toolbar. It contains the same icons in all SAP screens. It contains the same icons in all SAP screens. But based on the screen we are using, some icons are grayed out, and other icons are highlighted. We can use only the highlighted icons. Look at the screen. This is called standard toolbar because in every screen this line contains the same icons. That is why this is called standard toolbar. But based on the screen we are using, some icons are highlighted. See, these are called highlighted icons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this particular screen there are 5 highlighted icons, and in the background you are seeing some icons, no? They are called grayed out icons. So we cannot use the grayed out icons. We can use only the highlighted icons. Continue, please. The rectangle square on the standard toolbar, the rectangle square on the standard toolbar is called command area. Is called command area. The command area is used. The command area is used to enter the transaction code. To enter the transaction code within brackets T code. Within brackets T code. So what is the transaction code? I will tell you within next few minutes. Look at the screen. This is called command area, right? So in this command area, we enter the transaction code. Continue. The next line is, the third line is called title bar. The third line is called title bar. It describes the name of the screen we are using. It describes the name of the screen we are using. See, the name of the screen is SAP. The name of this screen is SAP. Here you have to remember one thing. Don't pronounce it as SAP. Don't pronounce as SAP because it's not professional. Always you have to pronounce as SAP with the separate words, right? Then continue. The fourth line is called application toolbar. The fourth line is called application toolbar. It contains the icons. It contains the different icons. It contains the different icons based on the application. Within brackets screen. Within brackets screen we are using. See here, every screen itself is called an application, right? So based on the application or based on the screen we are using, the system automatically populates the required icons on the application toolbar. See, for example, in this particular screen, we have new password, only one icon. If you go to some other screen, it will have some other icons. And it's not necessary to remember all these icons. Next, the bottom line is called status bar. The bottom line is called status bar. It displays the name of the SAP application server, it displays the name of the SAP application server, the transaction code we are using, etc. Look at the screen. This is called status bar, right? And the name of the SAP server we are using is ECC EHP6. And also it will display the transaction code here. Continue. It also displays different messages. Resulted while using SAP screen. Screens. They are number one, OK message. They are OK message. They are OK message. They are number one OK message. It is displayed in green color. Means here when the user enters the data into system and when the consultant develops the configuration settings into the system, these settings are to be saved in the database. So for that we click on one save button. Then the system will display one message on this status bar, data was saved. That message is called OK message and that message is displayed in the green color. I will show you these messages. Next, number 2. Error message. It is displayed in red color. If the error message is displayed, we cannot proceed further. Until it is rectified. Number 3. Warning message. It is displayed in yellow color. If the warning message is displayed, we can ignore it. To ignore the warning message, Click on enter button. Click on enter button in the keyboard. See, in the different situations and scenarios, the SAP system will display different warning messages. But in any case, if you get the warning message, you can straight away ignore it. For that, you just click on this enter button. So what are those scenarios we'll be going on covering in our training classes. So these are the three types of messages that are displayed on this status bar. I will show you all these messages from tomorrow onwards. Then after that, you are seeing some fields like client, user, password and language, right? Put heading client. Put heading client. Technically, it is the self-contained unit. Technically, it is the self-contained unit with own database tables, and master records. In simple words, client represents one unit of SAP software. In simple words, client represents one unit of SAP software. Means what? See here, basically there are two types of languages, right? Object-oriented programming languages and procedural-oriented programming languages. The procedural-oriented programming languages are nowadays totally outdated. We are using only the object-oriented programming languages. Most of you might have heard about this word, OOPS. OOPS means object-oriented programming, right? So this SAP software was developed in ABAP language. And ABAP language was also developed on the lines of OOPS languages. So in the case of these OOPS languages, all the programming code is organized in the form of tables. Okay, so here in the case of ABAP language also, the programming code is organized in the form of tables. So when any client company or when any company purchases the SAP software, the SAP company will deliver all these tables together to the companies. So all these tables together is called one client. For the understanding purpose, you can assume that client represents or client means one unit of SAP software, nothing else. Continue. When the software is purchased, the SAP company will allot a number when the software is purchased, the SAP company will allot a number between 000 and 998. Between 000 and 998. This number is called client number. The client number is used. The client number is used to identify and log on into SAP application server. To identify and log on into SAP application server. One number can be given to any number of companies. One number can be given to any number of companies. See here, the main purpose of the client number is to identify the SAP server, nothing else. What is the purpose of a human being's name? Suppose my name is Lakshmana Swami. So I am identified with the name Lakshmana Swami. Similarly, each SAP server is identified with one client number, one number. That number is called client number. Suppose my name is Lakshmana Swami, right? So there can be any number of human beings with the name Lakshmana Swami. Similarly, one number can be given to any number of companies. The main purpose of this client number is to identify the SAP application server, nothing else. So that is the thing regarding client. Now, something more regarding the client is there. This will be taught to you during the classes. Next, user. Put heading user. The employees of the company using the SAP software are called users. The employees of the company using the SAP software are called users. The user IDs are created. The user IDs are created and given to the employees by the basis consultants. Basis consultant means technical consultants. You might have listened to this in my recorded demo class. The user IDs are used. To log on into their respective systems. It can contain up to 12 characters. It can contain up to 12 characters. It is alphanumeric. It is not case sensitive. It is not case sensitive. Means we can use uppercase letters like this, caps lock, or we can use lowercase letters, caps released, right? So that is the thing regarding user ID. Then continue. Put heading password. The passwords are created and given to employees passwords are created and given to employees by the basis consultants. By the basis consultants. The length of the password is 6 to 40 characters. 6 to 40 characters. Means minimum is 6, maximum is 40. It is alphanumeric. It is alphanumeric. But it is case sensitive. Please underline this. But it is case sensitive. Means if the basis consultant has created the user password in the uppercase letters, he has to enter uppercase letter. The user has to enter uppercase letters. If the basis consultant has created the user password using lowercase letters, the user has to enter only lowercase letters. Means the system differentiates between uppercase letters and lowercase letters. Okay, continue. At the time of first login, the system prompts the user to change the password. For security reasons. So what is the security here? See, for example, I'm a basis consultant and I have created your user ID and password. So using your user ID and password, I can log on into the SAP systems and I may make any changes for which you will be held responsible. That's why after creating your user ID and password, when you're trying to log into the SAP server for the first time, the system will ask you to change the password. Then you change the password according to these notations, according to these parameters, right? Then nobody knows your password. That's how the security is ensured to the data. Continue. The user can himself change the password. The user himself can change the password only once in a day. The user can himself change the password only once in a day. While changing the password, he cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords. He cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords. Means what? See, for example, I am the user and who has the habit of changing the password every day, right? See, on 1st March 2016, my password is India123. See, this is the Indian format date, right? Date, month, year. Then on 2nd March 2016, I have changed my password to Mango123. Then on 3/3/2016, I have changed my password to Welcome. Then on 4/3/2016, I have changed my password to Potato. Then on 5/3/2016, I have changed the password to boss123. Then on 6th March 2016, if I want to change the password, I cannot use any of the previous 5 passwords, right? So let us use something else. Hi123. Then on 7/3/2016, if I want to change the password, I cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords. Means hi123, boss123, potato123, welcome, mango123. I cannot use immediate previous 5 passwords. If you want, you can use India123 or something else. That is the meaning of that, right? Continue. If the user enters the wrong password, if the user enters the wrong password 3 times consecutively, if the user enters the wrong password 3 times consecutively, the user ID is automatically locked. The user ID is automatically locked. In that case, the basis system admin, in that case, the basis system admin can unlock the user ID. Okay. Next, if the password is forgotten, if the password is forgotten, it cannot be restored. It cannot be restored. But the basis system admin, but the basis system admin can reset the password. But the basis system admin can reset the password. So that is the thing regarding password, right? Then put heading language. The SAP software, the SAP software was developed by, sorry, the SAP software was developed in, the SAP software was developed in 41 international languages. 41 international languages. English is the default language. English is the default language. See, look at the screen, everybody. Here, for your practice purpose also, your client will be 800, right? And every one of you will be created a separate user ID and password, right? So, before doing the practice, to log on to SAP servers, you have to enter client number, your user ID, which will be provided to you separately, and your password and also language. but entering the language is only optional, right? So here my user ID is FICO Lakshman and I am entering the password. You cannot see the password there except you can see only the cursor movement. Then language is EN. So after entering all these credentials, you have to click on enter. See, this is called error message. Name or password is incorrect, right? I might have entered the wrong password, right? That is called error message. So let us log in again. Username FICO Lakshman. I am entering the password, language EN. Then click on enter. This is called, now you have logged into SAP servers. And look at the screen, everybody. In every screen, all the 5 bars will be there. This is called menu bar. First line from the top is called menu bar. But you observe some other menus. But system menu and help menu are there. So the system menu and help menu will be there in every screen. And this is the standard toolbar. If you observe, icons are same, but some more icons are highlighted. And this is the title bar. The name of the screen is SAP Easy Access. And this is the application toolbar. If you are remembered, in the previous screen, on the application toolbar, you have only one icon, new password, right? But here you have some more icons. And this is the status bar. Like that, in every screen, there are all these 5 bars are presenting, right? Next, continue. There are 2 basic screens. There are 2 basic screens in SAP. There are 2 basic screens in SAP. Number 1, SAP Easy Access screen. SAP Easy Access screen. It is also called end user screen. It is also called end user screen or default screen. It is also called end user screen or default screen. It is completely used by employees. It is completely used by employees to enter the daily business transactions. To enter the daily business transactions. To generate the reports. To generate the reports, etc. To generate the reports, etc. So this is one basic screen, right? First, to take the notes, I will explain again. Number 2, IMG screen. IMG screen or configuration screen or consultants screen or SPRO screen. It is completely used by the consultants. It is completely used by the consultants to develop the configuration settings, in the implementation projects and in the support projects. Now, here, who is the consultant, who is the end user? End user means, I told you, users, employees of the company, which is using SAP software, they are called users. For example, take LG company. It is using SAP. So in LG company, I'm an accounts officer. So as an accounts officer, I have to enter some data daily into the SAP systems. Then I have to generate some reports. I have to analyze some reports. And on the basis of analysis of those reports, I prepare some more reports. And these reports I have to submit to my manager finance. This is called end user job. Even the managing director of the company is also called end user. So all the employees of the company using SAP software are called end users. So let us take my case. I'm an accounts officer, end user. So as an accounts officer, every day I have to perform some activities in the SAP software. In order to enable me to perform these activities in SAP server or in the SAP software, some settings should have been already done by some other professionals. They are called consultants. So unless the consultants develop the settings, the employees of the company cannot use the software. These settings are called configuration settings. So in order to develop the configuration settings, the consultants will use this IMG screen. In the real time, the end users will not be given access to this IMG screen at all. Okay, continue please. IMG stands for Implementation Management Guide. Implementation Management Guide. SPRO stands for SAP Project Reference Object. SAP Project Reference Object. Okay, so here these are the two basic screens. Basic screen means behind every screen there are number of screens. So in that case, how to access the screens in SAP? Continue. There are two ways. To access the screens. In SAP. There are two ways to access the screens in SAP. Number one, path. It is the execution of a series of folders and subfolders It is the execution of a series of folders and subfolders to access the screens. To access the screens. To access the screens. For example, the path for accessing the IMG screen is, for example, the path for accessing the IMG screen is, please write down like this only, SAP Easy Access, SAP Easy Access screen, tools, customizing IMG execute project, IMG execute project, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG. This is called path, right? See, for every screen there is the path. In the material which I will be sending you for configuration settings, we are going to access some screens, right? For every screen, I have given the path in your material. And one more thing, it is not at all necessary to remember the paths. It's not possible for anybody to remember the paths. And also, nobody will ask you the path for any screen in the interviews. That's why it's not at all necessary. And also, don't try to put any extra effort to mug up the paths. Okay? Now, this is the path for IMG screen, right? So we are in SAP Easy Access. Now I am going to take you to IMG screen using this path. The first one is SAP Easy Access, right? So we are in SAP Easy Access only. Here in this SAP Easy Access screen, these are called folders. And beside every folder, there is one arrow mark, right? After SAP Easy Access, we have tools. This is the tools folder, right? Then you click on this tools folder arrow. That is opened into subfolders. These are called subfolders. After tools, we have customizing, right? This is the customizing subfolder. Click on that. After customizing, we have IMG. This is IMG. After IMG, we have execute project. Click on this. After execute project, we have SAP reference IMG. This is the SAP reference IMG. Click on this. Now this is called IMG screen. So this is completely used by consultants. So this is one way of accessing the screens, right? Next, number 2, transaction code. Transaction code. Within brackets, T code. Within brackets, T code. It is the technical name of the screen. It is the technical name of the screen. Generally, it contains 4 characters. Generally, it contains 4 characters. It is alphanumeric. It is alphanumeric. It is not case sensitive. It is not case sensitive. The transaction codes are same in all the countries. The transaction codes are same in all the countries. They will not change. They will not change even if the version changes. They will not change even if the version changes. The transaction code is the easy and convenient way of accessing the screens. Accessing the screens. The transaction code is always to be entered in the command area of the transaction code is always to be entered in the command area of SAP Easy Access Screen. For example, the transaction code for accessing the IMG screen is SPRO. That's why that IMG screen is also called SPRO screen, right? Now let us see how to access the screen using SPRO transaction code, right? See here, the transaction code is always to be entered in the command area of SAP Easy Access Screen, right? So we are in SAP Easy Access Screen only, and this is the command area. So in this command area, you enter SPRO, then you click on enter. After that, you have to click on SAP reference IMG also. Remember, SPRO implies clicking on SAP reference IMG also. Now this is the IMG screen. So we can use either path or transaction code, but generally we use the transaction codes, right? That's why let us see how to use the transaction codes, right? Continue. Other examples. F-02. Other examples. F-02. Enter general ledger posting. Enter general ledger posting. F-43. Enter vendor invoice. F-43. Enter vendor invoice. F-53. Post outgoing payment. F-53. Post outgoing payments. Outgoing payment means payment to vendor or payment to supplier. F-22, enter customer invoice, enter customer invoice. See, vendor invoice means purchase invoice, customer invoice means sales invoice. F-28, post incoming payment, post incoming payment. Incoming payment means payment from customer. Now, so these are the general business transactions which everybody knows. That's why I have given these as examples. Here, today we have paid some expenses and we have received some revenues. So they have to be entered into SAP system. For that purpose, we need to access one screen. The technical name of that screen is F-02. Today we have purchased some raw material from the vendor and we have received the purchase invoice. That purchase invoice is to be entered into SAP system. For that reason, for that purpose, we need to access one screen. The technical name of that screen is F-43. Similarly, in order to enter the payment made to vendor, we need to access one screen and the technical name of that screen is F-53. So the transaction code represents the technical name of the screen. And this F-02, F-43, F-53, they do not have any meaning. They just represent one screen. That's it, right? Now, let us see how to access this screen, F-02, right? Using the transaction code, I want to access the screen wherein we can enter the business transactions into general ledger using the transaction code, right? And I told you that the transaction code is always to be entered in the command area of SAP Easy Access, right? Is this SAP Easy Access screen? No, this is IMG screen. So even if you enter the transaction code here and if you press on enter, nothing is happening. That's why from here means from the IMG screen, you have to go back to SAP Easy Access screen. From there, we have to execute the transaction code, right? Continue, please. To move from the existing screen, to move from the existing screen to SAP Easy Access screen, to move from the existing screen to SAP Easy Access screen, enter /m. Look at the screen. /m / enter /m in the command area and click on enter. And click on enter. And click on enter. Look at the screen, please. This is the command area. You enter /n in the command area, then you click on enter. Then you will be taken to SAP Easy Access. So in this SAP Easy Access, you enter the transaction code F-02. Then you click on enter. See, in this screen, we enter the business transactions into general ledger. And you look at the status bar, the bottom line, you can see the transaction code here. So with the help of this transaction code, we can understand, the user can understand which screen he is using. Right? Now, we are in F-02, right? From here, I want to go to F-43. For that, again, the transaction code is to be entered into command area of SAP Easy Access. But this is not the SAP Easy Access. It is the enter GL account posting screen, right? So you have to go back to SAP Easy Access using /n. Then here you enter F-43. Then you click on enter. This is called enter vendor invoice screen. And you see on the status bar, F dash 43, right? Now write down one more technique. To move from the existing screen, to SAP Easy Access screen, sorry, to move from the existing screen to the required screen directly, to move from the existing screen to the required screen directly, enter /m in the command area, followed by the transaction code of the required screen, and click on enter. Example, /n f-02. There should not be any spaces in between. /n f-02, /n f-43, /n f-53, etc. Look at the screen. See, we are in f-43, right? Now I want to go to f-02 directly. /n and the transaction code of the required screen. /n f-02. Then enter. See, you came to f-02. From here, I want to go to f-53. So /n f-53. Click on enter. See, look at the status bar. Look at on the status bar f-53. From here, if you want to go to f-22, /n f-22. Enter. So with the help of /n, what happens exactly here is, with the help of /n, the system automatically moves to SAP Easy Access within the software. From there, it executes the transaction code. That is the logic behind this. Okay. Now, see here, look at the screen. We are in f-22, right? Now, if I enter /n f-02 and click on enter, the system closes the f-22 screen and it is taking you to f-02 screen. But I don't want to close f-22. In addition to that, I want to use f-02 also. I hope everybody is following me, right? Continue. See, for that purpose, we have to open a new session. Session is nothing but new window, right? Continue. To open the new session, within brackets, new window. Enter /o in the command area. /o in the command area. Click on enter. Yes. See, there was a little bit disruption in my internet, right? Now I hope everybody can hear me. Now, continue please. To open the new session, enter /o in the command area. Click on enter. Click on enter. Click on generate button. Click on generate button. Look at the screen please. See, we are in F-02 now, right? So without closing this F-02, I am opening another session, right? Enter /o in the command area. Click on enter. See, there was internet disruption now. So again, I have to log in. See, F-02. We are in F-02, right? So enter /o in the command area. Click on enter. Click on generate button. Defaultly, the system will take you to SAP Easy Access. So here you enter F-22, whatever the transaction code you want. Now look at the screen. You have the two screens. Enter GL account posting, right? Enter GL account posting. Then again, enter customer invoice. So you can use both the screens simultaneously, right? Continue. The path for opening the new session is menu bar, system, create session. Menu bar, system, create session. Menu bar means first line from the top, right? Menu bar, system. Click on the system menu. Then create session. See here, the system menu will be available in every screen, right? That's what I told you. They are common menus. So menu bar, system, create session means from any screen you can create a new session. See again, system defaultly takes you to SAP Easy Access, F-43. Here, in this screen, I am opening F-43 screen. Now, look at the screen. You have the three sessions, 1, 2, 3. Continue, one more technique. To open the new session, directly with the required transaction code, enter /o in the command area, followed by the transaction code of the required screen. Example, /o F-02, /o F-43, /o F-53, etc. So with the help of /o, the system opens the new session along with the required transaction code. Look at the screen. /O F-53. Now you have 4 sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us open one more session. /O F-28. Now you have the 5 sessions. Let us open one more session. /O F-22. Now you have the 6 sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Then let us try to open one more session. Let us see what happens. See, maximum number of sessions reached. Continue. We can use maximum session number. We can use only 6 sessions at a time. We can use 6 sessions at a time. Sorry, we can use only 6 sessions at a time. Now, to close the existing session, enter /I for India. Enter /I in the command area. Click on enter. Click on enter. Look at the screen. What is the existing session? F-22. You can see on the status bar, bottom line, F-22. See my cursor. So if you want to close this F-22, enter /I in the command area and click on enter. Now you have only 5 sessions. Again, we are in F-28, right? This is the existing session. So if you want to close this F-28, you enter /I. Click on enter. Now you have 4 sessions. Here, entering the /I and closing the session is SAP standard functionality, right? According to normal general GUIs, graphical user interfaces, right? You see my cursor movement. On the right hand side top corner, you have one X mark, right? If you click on that X mark, that is closed. Now you have only 3. Again, click on this. Now we are in F-43, right? If you click on this into mark of this screen, again it will be closed. Now you have only 2. Continue. Like this, with the help of /O, you can access the screens. You can move among the screens, right? Continue. To log off from the system, go to menu bar, system, log off. See, this is the menu bar, system, log off. See, unsaved data will be lost. Do you want to log off? If you want to log off, click yes on the message. You have logged off from the system. Again, if you want to log in, double click on SAP logon icon. And in this logon pad, select the server. Then click on logon button. Then you enter the client number 800, user, your user ID, then password, your password, then language EN. EN for English. Even if you don't enter the language, it will take you to English only. Name or password is again wrong. 1 second. It is giving one message. Number of failed passwords login attempts 1. See, again you have logged in. Once you log in, you can use /N or /O according to your requirement to access the screens. This is called navigation part. See, from this navigation part, you don't get any entry questions. Total today's class is only to make you comfortable with the software so that we can develop the configuration settings, so that we can post the end user transactions and etc. etc. Right? So today after the class, I will send you this material, basic settings PPTs. This is the material for tomorrow's class and the next week class. And in this material, right, you have to take the printout of this second file, right, and keep it with you in the class. See, this is the path. Regarding this creation of company, all these things we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay. And today after the class, I will send you one link, right? Using that link, you can download the SAP program, and I will also send you some instructions on how to set up the SAP program. It's very simple to set up, right? Just to follow the instruction, automatically you will be able to set up, right? So once you set up the program in your system, right, this SAP logon icon will be there on your desktop or laptop, whatever it is. And you can use the program, right, to set up the SAP logon on any number of systems, right? There isn't any restriction to that. Okay, so in every class, no, see, if you want to actually for the online accessing the server, you can have a normal laptop, right? You don't require much this thing. See, in every class, first I will explain the concept with the help of the presentation. Suppose organized structure is there. So what is organized structure? First I will explain. What is company, what is company code, and what is business areas. First I will explain this concept. Then this explanation was documented in your notes. These notes also will be sending to you. I will be sending to you. What is company code, what is business area, what is fiscal year variant, right? And what is chart of accounts, how many number of chart of accounts are there, what is the use of each of the chart of accounts. Like that, first I will explain the concept. Then that explanation is documented here. These notes also will be sending you for every module separately. Then after that, this is the configuration settings. How to create company, how to create company code, and how to define business area, and how to maintain fiscal year variant. So these are the configuration settings. So I will be sending you these three types of materials for every module. For general ledger accounting, for accounts as asset accounting, for accounts receivable, for asset accounting, and for each module of controlling, right? I will be sending you all these three materials, right? And while doing the practice, right, if you have any questions or if you have any errors, right, you can immediately mail me. I will be sending you the solutions. But if you follow these instructions carefully and clearly, generally you don't get any errors. But still, if you get any errors, just mail me. I will be sending you the solution immediately through mail. But if you are in India, you can call me. But if you are in US, right, your night time will be my daytime. So there is time conflict, right? Otherwise, you can also call me, no problem, right? This is how we proceed in the class. And tomorrow also, we can use the same link, right? Every session, we have to use the same link. Whatever the link you have used today, you have to use the same link for every session. And you will be automatically taken to the class like this, right? So, Kalyan, if you have any questions in today's class?
No, sir. Everything is clear.
Okay, thank you. Sailaja? Sivakumar? Okay, Sailaja. Sivakumar? Tejasvi? Tejasvi. Okay, Venkatesh. Venkatesh, after the class, I will send you one link, right? You just click on the link, you will be taken to the YouTube site. There you can listen to the class. I mean, the introduction class. Tejasvi, are you there?
Yes, sir. Everything is clear.
Okay. You have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay then. And I will be sending you the today's recording, right? Along with the mails. Okay then. Good night and good day. See you tomorrow same time.